ready yet?
I was. Well, I meant like I hit start. Yeah,
So you're not ready yet?
I already hit start. Stop yelling at our viewers, Casey.
So, all one viewer. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna start.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, mute.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 31 of Sonoran Sports Cards. Rick, restart.
Why? Oh, you said 31. Yeah, you said 31. I didn't even catch that. I would have not caught that at all, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 32 of Sonoran Sports Cards. It's a pretty straightforward episode. We're just talking last week in the NFL and making picks for the upcoming week. So,
Yes,
Mikey, take us away.
All right, so we can open up how we have been. So we're gonna kind of probably follow the same recipe we did last week, guys. So we're gonna start out with our picks from last week, and we'll go through that and see who took the dub. Obviously, I already know because I went through and filtered it, but I'll go through it just for the sake of you guys seeing who picked who. So game one, we had the. I have the wrong tab open here, guys. Sorry about that.
It's Thursday Night Football. It was Chargers versus the Chiefs.
There we go. Yeah, we had Chargers versus the Chiefs, which was a very good game, as most people expected it to be. But the Chiefs came out on top on that one, 27-24. We all chose the Chiefs in that game, so we were all good. Anything notable from that game that you want to mention, Casey? I think it went basically how I expected it. Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, sir.
Both teams are some of the best teams in the NFL.
Not to knock Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert also played fantastic.
Yeah.
He was destroying them early on, actually.
Some of the best teams in the NFL. I would say the biggest surprise for me is over the first two games that Clyde Edwards-Helaire has actually been a good.
I noticed that. I saw that he had wasn't it over 100 yards last week, or was close to 100? I know it was up there.
Right around there.
I saw that number and I was like, oh, that's weird to see on his stat line, but
he had 74 rushing yards and 44 receiving yards.
Yeah.
So
those scrimmage yards that I saw, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, aside from that, next up we got the Steelers versus the Patriots. We all went the Steelers, so we all
lost.
That game, I think that game really just showed. I don't think it showed anything for the Patriots. I think that game really just showed how not put together the Steelers are right now, in reality.
Yeah, I think the main thing it showed for the Patriots is I don't know if they're going to score more than 20 points the whole season, man. They won 17-14, but
yeah.
I truly, looking at their offense, I don't know if they can score 17 points. And the Steelers are in the same boat since they're starting Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback.
And their wide receiver one is who?
Deontay Johnson, he's pretty good.
Yeah, Johnson. I kind of forgot. I have him on my fantasy. And
they have good receivers, and
I think Chase Claypool is already falling off. Personally,
there's a lot of hype around him.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
One season where he had a bunch of touchdowns, and ever since then, people think he's going to get it back. But I think that was probably more of a fluke.
That's what I'm saying. Is maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I've never thought Chase Claypool was anything special. So. After that game, we had the Giants-Panthers. We all went Giants. We were all right there.
Yeah, 19-16. What a score! 19 points.
Yeah, it was. Baker Mayfield played horribly. Basically had a 50% completion rating.
Yeah.
McCaffrey went off. McCaffrey, if you have McCaffrey in fantasy, I'm sure you're happy about that. He had 15 rushes for 102 yards, 4 catches for 26 yards. No touchdowns though, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah,
other than that, I think that's really just the story of
Saquon's doing pretty good. He had 88 total yards. Not amazing.
Yeah, his average was 3.4, which I feel like is kind of low for what you expect out of him.
That's a fact, but
our boy Richie James on the Giants was their leading receiver.
Our boy Richie James. He was on the 49ers, in case people are like, who the fuck is Richie James?
He was our punt returner. Close to the games here.
Which kind of shows where the Giants are as far as receivers.
Yeah, when you're signing a punt returner to be your receiver. After that, we had the Jets versus the Browns.
Did we all pick the Browns?
Yeah, we did because I have that entire section blank. Sure did. We all chose the Browns on that game, which that
I'm so glad they lost.
yeah, I know you. Everyone kind of doesn't like the Browns because of who they have on their team right now. I was happy the Jets won. Like I chose the Browns, but I preferred the Jets to win in that game mainly because of Robert Saleh. Just all the time he did with the Niners and how the fans
Yeah.
loved that guy, man. As being a fan, obviously myself, like that, like everyone, like I've never talked to a 49er fan that was like, I don't like Saleh. Like you just like him. So I want to see him succeed, and seeing the Jets win is him succeeding. So I'm okay with that.
And it's all about my boy Nicky Chubb in this one. Right here, 17 carries, 87 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yes, sir.
And then he caught 3 passes for 26 yards too. Amari Cooper had a really good game too for the Browns. 9 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. So, and then the
Joe
Jets.
Flacco though.
Yeah, the Jets, the rookies were showing out, man.
Yeah,
Garrett Wilson, their number one receiver.
yeah.
He's a rookie. Brees Hall, their number one running back. I don't know why did Brees Hall only get 7 touches when he was out here 7.1 yards a carry.
Yeah, I
Maybe it was just one big run. I don't know. I didn't watch that
even
game.
in that case, you should be letting him build off that hype.
Yeah.
But yeah, Garrett Wilson, 8 catches, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's real good for him.
Second game as a rookie. That's pretty crazy.
And I don't think, and yeah, we'll see. Obviously, the team's not going to be even playing at their best either because they don't have Zach Wilson. So, well, assuming that he is their best, I should say. I shouldn't really assume that.
Facts. The Colts suck ass.
Dude, the Colts are so bad, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
the
even funny.
next game. Next game was Jags Colts. The Jags blinked the Colts 24-0.
And the only person that chose the Jags in this scenario was David. So David is on that T-Law hype train.
Yeah, I mean, Matty Ice, I thought would put together an all right season, like as his final go around with the Colts. People were saying Colts are gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But Matty Ice, 195 yards, 3 picks. Ugh. And my boy Jonathan Taylor, like he had 6 yard average, but he only had 9 carries for 54 yards. I think they got down pretty early on. Yeah, they were down by 17 at halftime, so they just started throwing the ball a whole bunch. And
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor doesn't really get targets in the passing game, so it was a pretty quiet game from him. And then the Jags, Trevor Lawrence did he did really good completion percentage wise. Look at that thing, 25 for 30.
That's very
yeah.
good.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, no picks, so he did good.
Yeah, he needed a good game because I feel like people were starting to really doubt him.
Yeah, he was starting to get some shade thrown his way. And then Christian Kirk put together an all right number one receiver game for getting paid as much money as he does. He better. So
yeah, it's literally why they paid him was to put together wide receiver 1 numbers. So
yep. I don't know. Nothing else to say about that game other than the Colts suck ass.
Yeah. Other than that, the Colts are a lot worse than everybody thought they were. Now this next one, this was so David was again. So David's the only person that chose the Jags. Next game is the one that we all got wrong, and I think most people in the NFL got wrong. Ravens versus the Dolphins. So, so I was watching this game, right? I was watching this game up until like the endish of the third quarter, and I don't know what happened if another game came on or whatever, but I stopped watching it, so I didn't see the fourth quarter. And obviously I missed the best quarter. So just to give you guys a highlight, Dolphins dropped 28 points in the fourth quarter. So I was watching the game, and it was going exactly as you expected it, just the Ravens pummeling and dominating the Dolphins. And then for some reason in the fourth quarter, Tua was like, I'm a elite quarterback.
Yeah, my boy Tua out here, 36 of 50, 469 yards, 2 interceptions and 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, you see the 2 interceptions, and you're just like, oof, and then you see the touchdowns, and
were,
you're like, I'm okay with that.
The picks were pretty early on from what I heard.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that game either, but I should have. Obviously, 6 touchdowns for Tua. I got a lot of money in Tua, so I'm pretty excited to see that.
So of the 469 yards, we have their number 1 and number 2 receivers. Basically 2 number 1 receivers.
Are legit studs.
Basically, they have 2 number 1 receivers as their number 1 and 2. So Tyreek Hill, both the receivers had 11 catches. Waddle and Hill. For people who already knew who I was talking about. Hill and Waddle both had 11 catches. Hill for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then Waddle at 171 yards and also 2 touchdowns. That was like,
Yeah,
that's
man,
nuts, man.
it's nasty. They both put together like over. I think like Tyreek was right around 40 points. I think Jalen Waddle was a little bit below 40 in like
Yeah.
fantasy. Like they loaded it up.
Mike McDaniels is he's doing something over there.
Yeah, that's always good to see a former 49er.
Exactly, our offensive coordinator. And then Raheem Mostert, also their starting running back, 11 for
That's
51,
yeah, that's true.
averaged 4.6 yards a carry. So he's still doing his thing over there for Mike
Yeah.
McDaniels.
And if I remember right, the Dolphins were the team the 49ers traded for when the Trey Lance moved up, traded with.
Yeah, it's because I remember Mike McDaniels. He traded and he took like Mostert and players that he wanted from the Niners, obviously, because he played with them, so coached them. Easy trade for him. But yeah, so we all chose the Ravens in that game, and the Ravens choked super hard. Aside from that, Lamar Jackson did have a really good game. Very good game, actually. 21 for 29, 318 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And then 9 carries for 119 yards and 1 touchdown. I think yeah, you sent me a screenshot, and I think it was you. You have him on one of your teams, or someone does. And the amount of points that guy scored, boy. Oh, my.
Yeah. Yeah, granted it's in a 2 quarterback league, but Lamar put up like 55 points.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It was wild. Good old Lamb Jack. And I had Josh Allen too, so
Yeah. Mark Andrews.
I got a fair share of points from my quarterbacks.
I have Rashad Bateman as my flex in my league, so I was very happy about that.
Yeah,
4 catches, 108 yards.
I have him in that league too, but I didn't start him in my flex.
Yeah. Other than that, next game after the Ravens Dolphins, so none of us got a point there.
Bucks Saints.
Bucks Saints. Now I believe on this one I did choose. Yeah, so Casey chose the Saints. Me and David both chose the Bucks.
Yeah, I was rolling off of the Saints own the Bucks at home kind of thing, but I should have remembered that they had Jameis Winston as their quarterback. And
yeah.
Helmy went 25 of 40 for 236 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 picks. Like...
Yeah, he played real bad. That game was super freaking boring too to watch. I remember I was watching that game and it was so awful.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette out here, 65 yards, so looks good as a running back, 2.7 yards per carry.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, on that one, nothing really notable. I think that game just didn't show anything. It was just Mike Evans is suspended for 1 game. I guess that's something to talk about.
Yeah, they got in a fight towards the end, I think.
Yeah,
I think it was somebody talking shit to Tom Brady
or
pushing Tom Brady or something.
They were like kind of in his face, and then he came out of nowhere and laid the dude out.
Yeah, and I remember all I saw was the interview afterwards, and he was like, "It's." Mike Evans said, "It's fucking Tom Brady. What am I supposed to do?"
Yeah, that's like, am I not supposed to defend him? Like, But yeah, so Bucks take the dub there. Me and David got a point. Next game after that is the Lions and the Commanders. David's the only person that chose the Lions. Me and Casey were both on that Commanders train, but the Lions
I think he's cheating, honestly.
I mean, think he is
was that was going to be a close game for sure in my mind, but yeah, I definitely was going Commanders. It's like you got Carson Wentz versus Jared Goff, so like who the hell cares out of that quarterback matchup? And then the deciding factor in my mind was Terry McLaurin, but he did pretty good though, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Amon-Ra St. Brown did super good. He had 2 rushes for 68 yards and 9 catches for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was who I started in my flex in that league, so I wasn't upset that I didn't start Rashad Bateman.
Oh yeah, because he scored even more points.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. Lions. I don't know. They surprised me. They're still surprising me, to be honest.
Yeah, Lions are going to be a pretty good team, I guess.
So yeah, Lions took the dub there. David's the only person that got a point for that one. Next game, we all 3 got a point. That is the 49ers versus the Seahawks.
Yeah, so right off the top,
big headline.
Trey Lance is dead. So
Yeah.
just
For people that don't know, dead means he is out for the season.
yeah, he broke his ankle and he's already had surgery on it. And he's out for the season. So yeah, yay.
Yeah, surgery
Honestly,
happened this morning, and they already said that surgery went really well. So
yeah, and luckily we have the best backup in the NFL, Jimmy Garoppolo, to come in. I'm glad we didn't trade him away.
same.
And honestly, I don't think it changes our win projections at all. If anything, I would probably think the 49ers are going to do a little better this season. Like, not that
No,
I think
yeah,
Trey Lance
that's
is bad, but there's not going to be no growing pains with Jimmy G. Jimmy
well.
G has done Kyle Shanahan offense a lot.
I know the overall
Right.
betting for the betting for like the odds for the Super Bowl, and I know the 49ers actually went up in the betting. So after the Jimmy Garoppolo took over,
I'd still rather have Trey Lance out right now, just getting that practice in, because
of course.
all it's doing is pushing back 1 year, and like he still needs to get those reps. So now we're just going to be next year, same situation.
Exactly.
But it's not. I'm not as devastated as you'd think you'd be if your starting quarterback went down for the year. But
Yeah, same. It's really lucky that we have Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo played well, and that entire game. I mean, I watched the whole thing. 49ers defense just dominated the Seahawks offense the entire game, which is what you expected to happen with Geno Smith at quarterback playing against our defense.
yeah, pretty interesting when you look at our receiver production. Brandon Ayuk, 5 catches, 63 yards. Debo, 5 catches, 44 yards. Debo also chipped in 4 rushes for 53. So they're still using him in the way that they used him last year. I have him on my fantasy team and been underwhelmed the first 2 weeks. But honestly, I don't care. As long as the 49ers are winning games, I can be underwhelmed on my fantasy football team.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
And Jimmy G came in and looked like Jimmy G, So
Solid, yeah.
Seahawks are bad, dude. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it went exactly how I think everybody was expecting it to go.
Yeah, they got pretty good receivers, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, but I don't
They got
have
no one to
anybody
throw them the
that can
ball.
get them the ball.
No.
And their O-line can't give the quarterback enough time to throw the ball, and their running backs aren't anything that anybody's afraid of. So yeah.
Yeah, and then game after that we all went Niners there. Big headline: Trey Lance broke his ankle. Sad face.
You mean dud? Rams Falcons.
Yeah, Rams. I think we all went the Rams.
We all picked the Rams,
Yeah.
but I didn't think it was gonna be 31-27.
Had me sweating. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The Rams almost blew that game. Falcons outscored the Rams 17-3 in the fourth quarter.
And again, same situation. First round pick wide receiver Drake London, 8 catches, 86 yards, 1 touchdown for the Falcons. So these first round wide receivers are actually starting to show out already.
Yeah, and that's been let's think back to a couple of years. Last year we had Jamar Chase and Jalen Waddle. Year before that, Justin Jefferson. Like, these receivers are coming in the NFL ready to work, and they're doing good.
Yeah. But
Matthew
yeah,
Stafford did not have a good game, which matches his last game of also not having a good game.
Yeah, it's seeing how bad the Rams struggled against not struggled, but how much they almost choked it to the Falcons. It's like I feel like there has to be a lot of question marks around the Rams team right now.
Yeah, I think so too. It definitely doesn't look like they're going to be repeating. That's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, we all went Rams there. We all luckily got the point there. Game after that is the Raiders and the Cardinals. Now I watched the end of the fourth quarter of this game and overtime, and the Raiders, man, they fell apart.
You can't say anything other than choked.
Like it was if you want to know the definition of choked, just watch the end of that game. Like it was bad.
So
bro.
the Cardinals ended up winning 29-23, but at one point it was 23 for the Raiders, 7 for the Cardinals. And then the Cardinals scored 16 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, and they scored in only touchdown in overtime, and they won.
The overtime one. It's just more embarrassing how it happened in overtime too.
Yeah, my friend Jacob, which I've said on here. He's a big Cardinals fan. He was telling me first half one of the worst games he's ever watched the Cardinals play,
Yeah.
and then because they had no points after the first half.
David
And
is also a Raiders fan. For people that he's the one that's doing the pick'ems with us here. So David's a Raiders fan.
well, don't do that to David. Don't call him out like that after this game.
Well, I'm just letting people know. Dude.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, the Cardinals put it together, I guess. Kyler Murray decided to put down his Call of Duty controller and play the second quarter or the second half.
Well,
And
the
he won.
new COD comes out next month, so
Yeah, so if you got any Kyler Murray cards, sell them before the COD game comes out, because that's when he every year that's when he starts to suck asses after the Call of Duty latest COD. So
um, so yeah, I mean, but yeah, so the opening and overtime is something I want to mention before we move on. So the Cardinals started with possession, got stopped. The Raiders took over and were making progress downfield, and then they fumbled, and the Cardinals recovered it and ran it back for a touchdown. That's how the game ended.
yeah,
It
I don't know. I saw the fumble. I don't know, man.
it looked like his
The-
elbow might have hit the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it also looked like he took a shot to the dome on the one before that. Was it a fumble before that? Because didn't he fumble like twice? Like one of them wasn't or they recovered one and then fumbled again.
Yeah, he fumbled twice.
Yeah,
It was
one of
it
them
was
looked like he took his shoulder right to the
it
dome,
was
and they
Hunter
didn't call.
Renfro.
Yeah, he was supposed to be their security blanket receiver, not
Yeah.
somebody that you want to be fumbling the football, but whatever.
But yeah, so Cardinals took the dub there. Next game after that, we have the Broncos versus the Texans, the long neck.
Long neck. Long neck was. I mean, the Texans were winning up till the fourth quarter. They were up 9-6
Oh
after
man,
the third.
what a lead!
I know. Look at that field goal board right there. Eesh. 6 field goals in this game, 1 touchdown. That's what we're talking about.
Davis Mills actually with 50% completion rating.
Yeah, 177 yards.
Russell Wilson under 50%. I'm really happy I didn't watch this game.
Yeah, that's a big story right there. As Russ looks cooked, he does not look good.
Russ is not cooking right now.
They say let Russell cook. It looks like he's cooked, not cooking. He's past that. Cortland Sutton had a really good game, 7 catches, 122 yards, and then nobody else in the receiver pool was worth even talking about. And Javonte Williams did pretty good, 15 carries, 75 yards.
Yeah.
So the Broncos aren't as good as people thought they were. That's a fact. I can confidently say that after watching.
I thought they were a lot better than they were too. I was one of the people that thought they were like a legit Super Bowl contender, but it is not looking that way.
It looks like they're definitely going to be the last team in their division, but that's also because their division's
stacked. Yeah. But yeah, so on that one, we all chose the Broncos. We all were correct in that aspect.
Cowboys, Bengals.
Cowboys, Bengals. We all chose the Bengals here. We all chose the Bengals to bounce back. Yeah. 20-17. Cooper Rush led the Cowboys to a victory.
Yeah, you guys know who Cooper Rush is, right? Everybody out there. Legendary quarterback, Cooper Rush.
Legendary.
Look at their number 1 receiver. Is it CeeDee Lamb?
No, it's Noah Brown. Everybody talks
up. No, it's my guy Noah Brown that everyone has also heard of. Yeah, I don't.
This team, I don't know how the Bengals lost to this team right now.
Like, I would say I'm sorry if you're a Cowboys fan, but I'm not because you're a Cowboys fan. But they beat the Bengals, so all power to them. They beat the team that was just in the Super Bowl.
That's true.
And Jamar Chase had a super pedestrian game. T. Higgins was their best receiver. And I don't know, man. That's it.
Yeah, it's Bengals is playing like garbage is really the moral of the story in that game. Game after that was Packers Bears, and I think we all chose Packers. We all predicted the Packers to bounce back, which they did, dumping 27-10.
Aaron Rodgers, man, come on.
No, it has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers, boy. It has something to do with Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones too.
15 carries for 132 yards.
He chipped in 3 catches for 38 and a touchdown too, so he had 2 touchdowns on the day.
Yeah.
What is that? 170 total yards. Sheesh.
Yeah. The whole I watched that whole game with Patrick actually, FaZe, and it was the Aaron Jones show. That's all it was. He was just running him over.
Yep. He's a nasty running back for sure. David Montgomery did really well too on the other side of the
No,
ball.
yeah, he was also. It was just rushing. That's all it was because neither team trusts their receivers.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate actually.
Um,
Look at the Bears receivers. Like,
yeah,
oh my
it's
god.
what Mooney, Darnell Mooney. That's their number one, right?
He had one catch for -4 yards.
Yeah, and he's their number one receiver.
Yeah, so that's tough. Not what
um,
you want. And then we go to Monday Night Football, where we had two games.
yes, sir. The first game we had was the Bills and the Titans, and obviously we all chose the Bills because we are on that hype train,
And the
as we should be.
Bills beat the literal shit out of the Titans, 41-7.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Whew, that was like I was watching that game yesterday, and I was like, can we just call it? Like honestly,
Honestly, bro, like first 2 weeks in the NFL, my current pick for Super Bowl win is Bills. They look so good, dude. Like it's nuts.
Bills look nasty.
Like
honestly,
they look like the Chiefs did, back when they were just had Patty Mahomes and he
Josh
had that
Allen is a
season.
freak, and Stephon Diggs is a freak, and that yeah, I don't. Josh Allen, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns as their quarterback, and Stephon Diggs, 148 yards and 3 touchdowns as the wide receiver.
You think the Vikings are upset that they don't have Stephon Diggs anymore?
I mean, they have Justin Jefferson, so probably not.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I kind of forgot about him. You're right.
They're probably not super upset about
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, Bills dominated. Titans was the moral story in that game.
Yeah.
Go on to game 2 from yesterday. We had. Oh, you're gonna say something about the Titans?
No, they just sucked ass. That's all.
You're not wrong. Game 2 from yesterday, we had the Vikings Eagles, and I was the only person that chose the Eagles.
It looks so bad, dude. So bad. I was watching that, like I was getting sad for Kirk Cousins, which I don't know why, but I was just like, oh my god, my guy, come on.
Yeah, that was
He had 27 completions on 46 attempts, 221 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions.
Justin Jefferson was not number 1 in receiving. Number 1 in receptions, but not yards, which is very surprising. I mean, I guess Adam Thielen is also a good receiver, though.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Miles Sanders had a good game running the ball for the Eagles, and Dallas Goedert had a pretty good game as a tight end, and Devontae Smith, and they were spreading the ball around. If you look at those receiving numbers.
Everyone got playtime in that game.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts looked really, really, really good, man. I know he only had 1 touchdown and 1 pick, but I was watching the game and he looked good.
Yeah, that's what I've
running
heard.
The ball and throwing the ball.
I heard that he was just making stuff happen on offense, like scrambling stuff like that, which is good for the Eagles. So
yeah, I mean, who won?
So on that one, after the ending total, guys, I had I'll start with the left and right. Casey had 7 points, David had 10, and I had 9. So the person
David won.
So David won.
So David is two wins. You're so yes, David has 2 points. You have 1 point. I have 0 points. Is that how we're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. And guys, guess what? This was my idea. This week I feel pretty confident that we're all gonna do really good this week because we were looking over the games and there's like maybe 3 that are like up in the air. You know, maybe what happened last week happens again though, and underdogs go super well. So who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
But let's go through, starting with the first game, which is Thursday Night Football, Steelers versus the Browns. We have a legendary quarterback matchup of Mitchell Trubisky versus Jacoby Brissett. Yeah.
I probably won't even watch that game. Like I'm sure I'll turn it on, but like I don't care to watch that game at all, man.
Yeah, my watching the game will be playing video games maybe, and then like looking at the score like every 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm like, oh, it's still 0-0.
Just have it on your TV in the background.
Oh, the only thing the Browns are doing is running Nick Chubb, which is all they should be doing.
Yeah,
but you know.
I agree.
All right, I'm picking the Browns.
I'm gonna go Steelers here. I'm gonna be the odd man out.
And David picked the Browns, right?
Yeah.
All right, next game up. Starting off our Sunday 10 a.m. slate, we have Bills Dolphins. There's some. I
Uh,
mean, Dolphins are a pretty good team, but like Mikey and I said, Bills are the number one team in the NFL right now, so I'm picking
yes,
Bills.
sir. And just to update people, so David chose the Browns, and he also chose the Bills.
And what about you? You taking the Bills
I'm
too?
taking the Bills. Yeah, I'm on that Bills hype train. Um,
Yeah. So you know me, hoping the Bills win, but also hoping Tua does pretty damn good. Got to keep that train going.
yeah, it's love and hate for you. Next game up, we have the Bengals versus the Jets. This is a hard one with how bad the Bengals been
Yeah,
playing.
it should be easy. It should be like Bengals, but they sucked ass. But I'm gonna say Bengals.
Yeah,
I don't
I
care.
think I'm also going Bengals. I think that they eventually have to have a game where they have a
Jamar Chase is
flash. You
Jamar
know.
Chase is gonna go for 150 yards soon. All right, like it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
He's gonna go,
I agree with that, and I'll keep rolling Bengals
go
until I get that dub.
bananas. All right,
David chose
Raiders
Bengals there.
Titans.
I'm going Raiders. I think the Titans. Derrick Henry has not been performing that well, so
The Titans look like one of the worst teams in football. So yeah, give me Raiders. Raider gang,
as long as the
baby.
Raiders don't choke, they should be able to take that dub.
Saints Panthers. Next game up.
I'm going Saints on this one. I think the Saints. The only reason, and I'll explain why. Not I don't have to explain it. The Panthers suck. But just so I can explain it more. Now the Saints lost and don't look that great, but they held Tom Brady through 3 quarters to like 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
And their defense is supposed to look good and be very good, and it's looking good. Like I just said, it held Tom Brady to super low points. So I am going to go with the Saints for sure in this one. I think they're gonna eat Baker Mayfield alive.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me too. Saints.
Yeah, I just think Baker is not a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't agree on that, but because there's some really bad ones out
I
there.
guess that's true. He could be like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Next game after that, David chose Saints as well, guys. Next game after that, we have the Patriots versus the Ravens. I think the Ravens just had a flop there, and not like the Dolphins are awful. Obviously, like Casey just said, they have a good roster and stuff. So, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens again on this one.
Yeah, Ravens for sure. I just don't think the Patriots will be able to keep up with them on offense. Like I said, I really don't think the Patriots are going to score more than 20 points in like any
Yeah,
game.
I agree. I think
Like I'm
that
sure it'll happen, but like I would never pick it.
I
Like if
th-
somebody asked me before, do you
like
think Patriots are going to score more than 20? I'd be like, nope. I don't even care who they're playing.
I think the Patriots offense is going to have so much trouble staying on the field that it's going to keep the Patriots defense on the field the whole game against Lamar Jackson. So they are going to be exhausted. So
Yep.
Ravens.
Lions Vikings.
I'm gonna go Lions because I don't know. I don't like the Vikings, and I'm gonna go with the Lions just because I think Amon St. Brown is gonna be the best player on the football field, and they have DeAndre Swift and Justin Jefferson. I keep forgetting that he exists. I keep forgetting, dude. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, and I forgot about Justin Jefferson, dude. I'm still gonna go Lions.
I was like, Amon-Ra St. Brown's the best player on the field. Holy shit, Mike!
I don't know why, but I feel like the Lions are on some kind of journey right now, and I really love their head coach.
They're playing really good in all the games they're in. Vikings looked really bad.
But they looked really good week 1.
Yeah, this would be like a toss-up game for me, but that's not how this works. I have to pick. So, Vikings, I guess.
Vikings, okay.
Yeah, just for Justin Jefferson. I love that kid. So
Yeah, he's very good. Even though I keep forgetting he exists. Next up, we have the David also went the Lions. So me and David went Lions on that one. Next up, we have the Eagles versus the Commanders, and I'm going to stay on my Eagles hype train.
Eagles look really freaking good. Commanders have looked all right. But I'm gonna have to go with who I think's the best quarterback, which is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And who I think's the best receiver, which is AJ Brown. So yeah, give me that. And the best defense, which is the Eagles. So yeah.
I just think the Eagles look very, very good this year so far. So they're expected to be good too. So it's not like a surprise.
And the blowout of the week. I am declaring it.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you on this one.
Chiefs versus the Colts.
Yeah, if the Colts got fucking donuted by the Jaguars, it's gonna be a rough game for them, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious we're taking the Chiefs. Did David take the Chiefs?
Yeah, David took the Chiefs.
I hope so.
I think any sane person's gonna take the Chiefs in that game.
Okay, and a game that might be good coming up next, just because the teams are not good, is the Texans versus the Bears.
Yeah. This is a hard one to choose, man. Like both teams are bad. So it's like, which team do you think is gonna play?
What's hard is normally on a bad team, there's at least one player that makes you excited, right? That you're like, oh, at least on offense, I can trust this guy. I don't know if there really is. So I'm gonna pick the Texans just for funsies, I guess.
I'm gonna go the Bears, and I'm gonna go the Bears for one reason: Montgomery. I think he's gonna be arguably one of the best players in the field, if not the best. If I'm not missing anybody.
Fair enough.
David also went the Bears on that one. Next up, we have Chargers Jaguars. I'm instantly going
Chargers.
I'm keeping with my Chargers train because I think the Chargers are very good. Justin
One of
Herbert.
the best teams in the AFC versus a team that's okay, I guess. Jaguars aren't as bad as people thought they were going to be. But
yeah, they're looking a little better.
Chargers are pretty good. Rams Cardinals. David picked the Chargers, right?
David just picked the Chargers as well. Yeah.
Who do you pick out of this matchup?
I'm gonna go. See, I want to instantly pick Rams, but like, their defense and like. My issue is Matt Stafford, man. He has been playing so bad, and I think he's still dealing with that elbow injury. So it's like, can you trust him to not throw 4 picks?
But this is the perfect defense to get good on. The Cardinals have looked so bad on defense.
Yeah, and I think when Kyler Murray starts panicking is when he starts making his like gigantic mistakes, like in the playoffs last year, where he just threw the ball in the air in the end zone because he didn't want to be tackled.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Taking the Rams.
I'm going Rams. Man,
David,
Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey.
Who David pick?
Well, maybe not Jalen Ramsey. David went with the Rams as well.
All right, we got probably the best game of the slate. Yeah. Packers Bucks. I say probably it is definitely the best game of the slate.
Oh, easily. I agree. Yeah.
Two of the top teams in the NFC going at it. This is a hard one, man, for sure. At least for me.
So this is a big key factor. Is the Bucks are missing Mike Evans. Though I think I'm still gonna go Bucks because just the Packers, like they have Aaron Jones obviously for their running back and Aaron Rodgers, but their receiving core is arguably one of the worst in the NFL right now. So I'm going Bucks. I'm going with the Bucks. I'm going with Tommy Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Tommy Brady. Yeah. We got Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. I'd say push. They're both amazing. Wide receivers, we got Chris Godwin, I think's back. Julio Jones versus Alan Lazard, I guess.
Yeah. Basically.
Give me the
not
Bucks.
not Alan Lazard. He is not even their number one. Basically, I don't think it's Sammy Watkins. There we go.
Yeah, give me the Bucks.
Okay, we all three go on the Bucks on this one. I just think the Bucks, their defense is also better.
And I think it's in Tampa too. So.
It is.
Falcons Seahawks.
It's in Seattle.
Ew. What an awful matchup. Marcus Mariota versus Geno Smith. What the? Oh my God.
I'm personally gonna go Seattle, just because I think it's in Seattle, and I know how their stadium is. So I'm gonna go Seattle based off of that fact. Personally, that's like I don't know what else to choose from. Like both teams are dog water, so
absolute dog water too. Like not.
So it's like, what do you decide on? And I'm just gonna go with home field advantage. That's what I'm.
I think that's fair.
And of the home field advantages, I feel like the Seahawks in the NFL have one of the best.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
That's true.
It's gonna be so bad. I don't know why fans would even come to their games, but whatever. Yeah, I'll take Seahawks too.
Okay. David is going the Falcons on this one, so obviously me and Casey are doing something wrong.
So probably the Falcons are gonna win.
Yeah.
So if you're betting, there's a nice bet for you. Niners
I think it's
Broncos.
pretty quite clear what we are choosing here. At least myself and David also chose the 49ers here.
Yeah, Niners. For me, I think they're the better roster, and Russell Wilson has looked like shit. So
So here's
yeah,
so let me see, just to confirm. Yeah. So Russell Wilson has so far played the Seahawks and he played the Texans and looked like ass, and now he's playing arguably like a top 3 defense in the NFL right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the Niners on that one.
yeah. And then the last game is Cowboys Giants, which is Monday Night Football.
Important thing here before you decide. One thing notable I saw before I left work today, I guess Kenny Galladay for the Giants. Even though they won, I guess his locker was completely cleared out after the game. So there might be some drama between Kenny Galladay and like not that big of a deal, but like it's still one of their top receivers. So
yeah, I'm gonna pick. Give me Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Um, where are they playing at?
They're playing at New York.
New York. See, if it was in Dallas, I was for sure going to pick the Cowboys. That was the only thing that was going to make me teeter totter was if it was in New York.
You want it? My logic behind it is there's no way the Giants can be 3-0. So that's my logic behind the pick.
Um, I think overall, Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, quote unquote CD Lamb. I don't really count Zeke as a threat anymore. He's fallen off. I'll still go with Cowboys. I mean, overall, I still think they have the better roster. Well, I guess the Giants do have Saquon. You know what? No, I'm going Giants. I'm going Giants,
Ooh.
and I'm calling it that Saquon runs all over the Dallas Cowboys.
All over the
Yeah,
Dallas Cowboys.
that he has a day with them.
I'm taking and since we're making claims, I'm taking the Cowboys, and I'm gonna say Michael Parsons gets 2 sacks and
Okay.
puts Danny Dimes on his ass.
I mean, have you seen how fast that boy is, bro? He ain't gonna catch him. You seen them legs when he ran that 70
See how
yarder?
fast Michael Parsons is?
Dude, he runs like a 540-yard dash, bro.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. Now that's the picks for next
Yeah.
week, and we'll see how that goes. A lot of one-sided ones, but definitely a couple toss-ups where we are actually split, and that's how you know they're toss-ups. So,
Yeah.
who are the Bengals
In
playing?
my mind, I have like some ground to make up, so I'm kind of like trying to go against the grain on some of the picks, but I think that's just gonna get me more in the shitter. But whatever.
You know what?
All right,
Pause real quick. Just real quick. I'm changing my second pick from the Bengals to the Jets. I don't know why,
this guy's actually cheating out here.
but like
by the way, guys.
I'm just looking at it and like I don't trust the Bengals right now, man. Like I have zero trust.
Boy's going the Jets though. Like, ugh.
I'm going Jets, and I'm hoping that I'm right because I'm gonna next Monday I'm gonna blow up if I'm right, boy. Rightfully so.
So yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Now we're gonna get to the cards.
Yes, sir.
Today we're gonna do just a random pack opening because we've been opening a lot of football, so we're gonna kind of give some love to every sport out there that we got. So that's the plan.
Pog game. Which one's a pog game? Patrick put in the chat pog game. Which game are we talking about there, Patrick? You talking about the Packers?
Oh,
Yeah,
bollocks.
there goes your camera.
Well, I'm switching over, so. Boop. How we look?
Camera's a little off center. Cards are like to the right. Hold on.
Better?
Much better.
All right, sick. All right, so as we go through the packs, we're gonna start off with 2019 Goodwin Champions from Upper Deck. Goodwin Champions, you can get players from like a lot of different sports, so it's a weird product. And this pack cost $5, as you can see from the marker back there, if you can read that. So let's. Oh wow, that thing just ripped like butter. We got Luka Doncic.
Luka.
just just in a random jersey because Upper Deck doesn't have rights to basketball, so can't say Dallas Mavericks on there. We got a World Traveler card, Map Relics, Copenhagen, Denmark. All right, so just a nice little map there. It's got a cutout thing. It's
Yeah,
like
no, yeah,
actually,
I can see it. It's like, yeah,
it's a thick card too, man. That's a big old chunker. Look at that thing. This is like an
that's an
actual
actual
map
chunker.
that they put on here. Enjoy. Congratulations, you have received a trading card with a map relic. Enjoy your relic
Yeah, I
card.
think it's a real map.
So it says Copenhagen, originally a Viking fishing village. The capital of Denmark is located along a glittering waterway on the coastal island of Zealand and Amager, home to palaces, castles, and museums. It is a major city that offers culture, dining, shopping, and nightlife. Interesting. Well, this pack is supposed to have 5 cards, but I guess since it has this giant chunker in it, it only has 3 cards. And then the other card is Zazie Beats, an
What?
actress. All right. Well, we got a relic card right off the bat, so interesting. Can't say I was expecting to get a map relic card today, but we have one. All right, now we're going to NBA Hoops 2021 22. 250 for this big ol' pack of 5 cards. It's a gravity pack is what they're called. So you'll find them at card stores. They're like a big tower, and there's like 40 packs inside of it. You got a LeBron James base, Wendell Carter Jr. base, Sadiq Bey base. Our rookie yellow is Joshua Primo, which is for the Spurs. Nice to get a yellow rookie. And then we got Jeremiah Robinson Earl from the Thunder as a rookie too.
Okay.
So we'll put our big hits to the left. We'll do rookie cards in the middle, and then base garbage on the right. I don't think the map is actually worth anything, but maybe Mike, you can look it up just as a meme.
Definitely can. What's the
So 2019 Upper Deck
so
World Traveler
2019 Upper Deck World Traveler map?
Yeah, and then you can put Copenhagen. All right, so now we're opening another gravity pack, but this is from 2021-22 Donruss. All right, so we had, and this one was $3. I
Might
think.
be worth like,
yeah, $3.
I'm not seeing that one specifically, but I'm seeing a bunch of random places, and they're all selling for like $2, $3, $4.
Sheesh. All right, we got Jaylen Brown base, Kelly Olynyk, Aaron Gordon, Luka Doncic, and our yellow. Is it a rookie? It is not. Dang it! It's Seth Curry.
The better Curry brother.
Lamau. Yeah, the better Curry. Now we got UFC. There's like a lot of noise on your
Yeah.
end. Are
No,
you
don't
muted,
worry
Mike?
about that kind of shit. Yeah, I
What's
didn't mean to
happening?
do that. I fucking almost
Okay.
dropped it.
All right, so we got UFC 2020, a hobby pack from UFC 2020. It's $10. I got a super good deal. These are supposed to be like $20, but I got 3 of them for 30. So here's one of them, UFC. We got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson off the top, Robert Covington. We got Jose Aldo, Johnny Bones, Joanna and J Jack. Oh, we got like a hollow of Valentina Shevchenko, so that's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll put that over in the good card pile. We got Antonina Shevchenko right after Valentina. I don't know if they're related, but sure. We got Dan Hooker. We got Rose Namajunas. And we got Santiago
Whoever that is.
Ponzinibbio. and what's hard about UFC 2020 guys is they don't list rookie cards, so I'm gonna have to go through and check all these and see if any of them are rookies. So we'll just set them to the side.
Most of them are.
Make their own little UFC pile. Yeah. Oh well, wait. That one has a rookie card at the bottom of it. Dan Hooker's does. What? I didn't think
Dan
they put
Hooker?
rookie cards
He's
on
a
him.
rookie? Is
Rookie.
he? Oh, okay.
Well, this is 2020, and they didn't really have UFC cards that long, so it just might be the first UFC set he's been in, and not necessarily a rookie. So we'll say those are two are for sure worthwhile. We'll check the other ones. Now we will do some football. Really cheap pack. It's a 2021 Chronicles draft picks solo, so they're in their draft uniforms. $10 for the solo pack. So about a cheapest solo you can get for the 2021 class. So we got Rashad Bateman, which we talked about for little rookie card there. Zach Wilson out of Prestige. So that's cool. Rashad Bateman again. We got Terrence Marshall Jr. We got Trey Lance.
RP ankle.
Rest in peace. We got Elijah Moore, Jets. We got Aziz Ajalari, who's on the Giants. We got Devonta Smith for the Eagles. Javonte Williams for the Broncos. Zach Wilson again. We got Chuba Hubbard, who's on the Panthers. Greg Rousseau. I don't remember what team he's on.
I don't remember.
I've been doing a good little list there, but Pat Fryermuth. I know he's on the Steelers. Then our Spectra is Justin Fields, so that card's going to be worth a couple bucks. That's nice that it's a quarterback. And then we got a rated rookie of Jalen Waddle.
That's something.
Donruss Optic. So our two Chrome cards are pretty nice, actually.
It's worth putting in the good pile.
Yeah, definitely worth in some sleeves later on.
I like this next pack coming up. This next pack coming up.
What?
I like this art style on these ones.
Yeah. Now we're gonna start our baseball, which we have 3 packs of. This is the first pack we got, which is Gypsy Queen 2022. $650 is how much it costs. And we got Vladdy on the front. Varsho for the not Cardinals, the Diamondbacks. Wrong Arizona team. Tyler Glasnow for the Rays. Yeah, Lewis for the Mariners. Yeah, our first rookie is Welker for the Rockies. We got Benintendi, Andrew Benintendi for the Royals. Royals suck ass, by the way, but that's whatever. Dallas Keuchel for the White Sox. All right, we got a hollow Brantley for the Astros. I don't. Michael Brantley. It's an interesting feel on a card like this. The hollow, because the front is the chromium, and then the back is like the cardboard. So it's kind of weird feel in the hand.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Anderson and another Anderson. But yeah, nothing really special out of that. I don't imagine a Brantley Chrome non-rookie card is worth anything. All right, another one of Mikey's favorite baseball products coming up next. Allen and Ginter Topps Chrome. $450 for this pack. You only get 4 cards in it.
Yeah.
This is the other old-timey one, Mikey, outside of that. So we got Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. David's baseball team. We got Mookie for the Dodgers. Good old Mookie Betts. Oh, I think we have a mini. Or we got cheated a card. Oh no, we do have a mini. There's a mini in here. Let's see. World champion Seattle Mariners, Jared Kalenic, which I believe is a rookie. Yeah, we have a little
Very
mini
nice.
rookie card. That's cool. We'll put that in the very good pile. Yeah. Just so everyone, I don't know if the camera does it
you can
justice,
see
just
it.
so everyone sees what the mini.
Little baby
Yeah.
card.
Little baby card. And on the back, we had a Miguel Rojas for the Marlins. So pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
they
just
are.
like nice cards, man. I really like so
Yeah, they're
Allen and
really
Ginter,
nice. I like
like
them
the
a lot.
chromes specifically. They just look nice. Feel good in the hand too. All right, now we're going back in time to 2015 Donruss Elite. So it's Panini, so it's unlicensed, so you're not going to see team names, but 2015, a pretty good draft class. Not going to bother going over it. We'll just see what rookie cards we get, if we get any. Only 5 cards in this bad boy, so. We have a
Shout out,
backwards
Jake.
card right off the top, or are they all
Shout out, Jake.
backwards? They're all backwards for. Wei Chung Wang. Same. Uh, Mark Burrell. All-Star Adam Jones for the Orioles. Clayton Kershaw. And a Trevor May rookie card. Yeah, nope. Glad I didn't bother going over the rookie class because we didn't get any of the good ones. So, and then now our last pack, Panini Mosaic Euro 2020 Soccer. 15 cards in here. It's a hobby pack. $21.
Looks
Definitely
like a
the most
nice pack.
expensive of the packs we got. It's Mosaic. We know what that looks like from basketball, but now we got soccer, and they're all in their international
hold the angle
uniforms.
a tiny bit more, like
So
with the top facing you, just so it's not that much of a glare. There you go. That's better. Oh, a little more. There you go. Right there. Boom.
Fabian Ruiz for Spain, Mason Mount for England, Wissam Ben Yedder for France. Our first rookie is Daniel Marlin for the Netherlands. Don't know who that is.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Robbie Matondo. We're not basing it off of whether you know them or not. Marek Hamzik. Adam Nangi for Hungary, another rookie. Don't know who that is. I know who Yuri Tillmans is, but that's not a rookie. Lucas Fabianski, know who that is. Dejan Lovren, know who that is. Our Mosaic rookie is Jonas Wind, also.
That's not a good sign.
Fuck are you? Our red Mosaic is Ciro Immobile, so I know him, but Ciro Immobile. Oops. We got a rookie montage of Tom Lawrence, and then we got a Pitch Masters Fabian Schär. So nothing really that
out of any of the packs,
out of that
really.
Mosaic pack.
I mean, I guess a mini card, but like.
Yeah. The mini of Jared Kalenic. Yeah, I mean, honestly, my favorite card is the map, just because of how like caught off guard I was. It's got a nice picture on it.
Well, I never could have guessed that they would have made a card like that. So.
Yeah. I think the randomness is why it's my favorite out of what we opened right now. Yeah.
No.
Well, we didn't make our money back, but you know, I bought.
Yeah.
Remember, this is just a tiny glimpse. We bought a bunch of these hobby packs, so when we do random hobby packs, they're all gonna look pretty much the same, like what we're opening, and hopefully we have a day where we get all the big ones since we got bad cards this time. You know, gotta stay positive.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You good? All right, guys, and that is it for episode 32 of Sonoran Sports Cards. We'll be back again next Monday doing our normal thing of the pick'ems, going over that. I think both Casey and I are kind of really enjoying that right now, and I hope you guys are too. If you guys like what you saw today, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell. See when we go live. Join us over here in the chat. And I know we don't mention it too much, guys, but always keep in mind if we do pull any cards, like if someone wants that map card, maybe you can message us, and maybe Casey will be willing to part ways with that card for you. But as always, guys, it's a pleasure, and thank you for watching. And yeah, there's that map card up close. All right, guys, but that's it for us, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Peace.